Scrapper, report! All present are accounted for, noble leader! Scavenger! Mixmaster! Long Haul! Bone Crusher! Hook! And myself!
Hello, and welcome to another Transformers TCG video. This episode we are continuing to look at the combiner teams for Wave 2. And in this video we are looking at the Constructicons and their combined form of Devastator. Before I go on, I must tell you that Devastator is going to be a separate deck, like how Metroplex is. So that's why each of the character cards are X number out of 6. Now, let us get to it. So the first one that we have is Bone Crusher, Demolitions. He is a Constructicon and is a melee character. In his bot mode he has 3 attack, 4 health, and 1 defense. His bot mode effect reads simply Pierce 2. Flip over to alt mode and he has the same attack, health, and defense as he has in bot mode. His alt mode effect reads, when this attacks, you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, put a height counter on your tower. Bone Crusher, Demolitions, is a rare card, is 4 stars, and is character 1 out of 6. Next up we have Hook, Surgical Engineer. He is a Constructicon and a ranged character. In his bot mode he has 2 attack, 7 health, and 0 defense. His bot mode effect is simply Pierce 1. Flip over to alt mode and he has the same attack, health, and defense as he does in bot mode. His alt mode effect reads, when this attacks, you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, put a height counter on your tower. Hook, Surgical Engineer, is a rare character, is 4 stars, and is character 2 out of 6. Next up is Long Haul, Transport. He is a Constructicon and is a melee character. In his bot mode and alt mode, he has 2 attack, 6 health, 1 defense. His bot mode effect is simply Bold 1. Flip over to alt mode, and his alt mode effect reads, when this attacks, you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, put a height counter on your tower. Long Haul, Transport, is a rare character and is 4 stars, and is character 3 out of 6. After that we have Mixmaster, Materials Fabrication. He is a Constructicon and a melee character. In his bot mode and alt mode he has 3 attack, 4 health, and 2 defense. He has no bot mode effect. In his alt mode, his effect reads, when this attacks you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, put a counter or a height counter on your tower. Mixmaster, Materials Fabrication, is a rare character, is 4 stars, and is character 4 out of 6. Next up we have Scavenger, Mining and Salvage. He is a Constructicon, is a melee character as well. In his bot mode and alt mode he has 3 attack, 5 health, and 1 defense. His bot mode effect is simply Tough 1. Flip over to alt mode and his effect reads, you guessed it, when this attacks, you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, put a height counter on your tower. Scavenger, Mining and Salvage, is a rare character, is 4 stars, and is character 5 out of 6. The last of the individual Constructicons we have is Scrapper, Constructicon Foreman. He is a leader, a Constructicon, and a melee character. In his bot mode and alt mode he has 3 attack, 7 health, and 1 defense. His bot mode effect reads, when this or one of your other Constructicons is KO'd while this is on the battlefield or in your KO area, put a height counter on your tower. Flip over to alt mode and his effect reads, at the start of the game, put your tower tracker in your KO area with a height counter on it. Scrapper, Constructicon Foreman, is a rare character, is 5 stars, and is character 6 out of 6. Now with all the individual Constructicons out of the way, we can now go right into their combined form of Devastator, Towering Warrior. He is a Constructicon, a melee character. His stats are 6 attack, 33 health, and 2 defense. His combined mode effect reads, when this is combined, repair an amount of damage from him equal to the height of your tower. While your tower is 6 or higher, this has bold 2. And while your tower is 10 or higher, change this character's base attack from 6 to 10. Devastator, Towering Warrior, is a 15-star combiner. I don't know what happened to I don't know what happened, but Devastator is kind of disappointing. The artwork for the combined form and individual bots is pretty cool as usual, but in terms of abilities and stuff, they all seem pretty disappointing. Most of them get something simple like bold or tough or nothing. And just adding height counters to the tower, which I still have no idea what this mechanic really is yet. The only rare characters, well, they're only rare characters because they're a separate deck from the rest of Wave 2, and that's what they did with the characters in the Wave 1 starter deck. Made them all rare characters because that's the only way you can get them. One odd thing with the artwork is that Hook's face is green for some reason. Why is his face green? It's not a problem, but with the yellow for his eye visor thing, it just makes it look off. They all also have very low attack, defense, and health, and out of all the combiners I'll be looking at, Devastator has the lowest health too, even lower than Metroplex. He's not a combiner, but he's kind of my go-to when it comes to a big bot with a lot of health. Well, that does it for another combiner, and that's all I have to say. So if you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.